Everybody, Carrie here, a new video for me. I know it's been a little bit. This one's going to be a kind of a mixed reveal over my last few purchases. So it's not just one reveal, it's several. So we're going to start out with my HSN Craft Day first item. I'm still waiting for two. This is the Crafter's Companion handbag card kit. It did sell out. Hopefully they'll get some more if you're interested. I don't always get the all-in-one kits that they have. However, this was so cute in the examples I could not resist. There is an example of one, and I mean it comes out to be $1 a card, and you can't hardly beat that. So I'm hoping they're not too hard to put together or too clunky looking or anything, but I did think that was very cute and I could not resist. Alright, so let's move on. Today's shipment was from Tonic, and this is actually special order because I needed some refills for my craft kit, sorbet craft kit, and so this was the shakers for that. There is the lolly and the ice cream shaker. She was almost out of these, so I don't know if they have any more, but I did get those. And then the next item, I got 2 magnets, and I'll come back to those in a minute. I got the magnetic sheet refills for my binder for my dies. And that die book is where it fits your designer series sheets and different ones that you get, so you can put your kits that come already on a board in there. The other item I got was more of the paper. They've been having a paper sale. So although I didn't buy hardly of the specialty paper because it's still kind of high for me, I did stock up on some different papers such as the Mirror and the Pearlescent and the Classic. So I got the petal pink here, which you can see very pretty in the pearlescent. Well, it's mirror, but it's kind of got a, I don't know, it's iridescent would be the word I would use. I'm sorry. Then there was Firestone Red. This one is Marina Mist. It's pretty much an iridescent with a little bit of a blue tint to it. I wanted a lilac. They had another lilac that I would have liked to have added, but they were out of stock on it. So this is the pearlescent lilac. Luna Silver and the pearlescent. And Princess Pink. And it's hard to tell just how pretty that pink is. I was trying to put it against white so you can see. There we go. It's a little better. Very pretty on that. Then this is more of a peach pink and the ballet pink. And it is in the classic card, which if you don't already know about their classic card, this is, it's like a weave on one side and then a milder weave or flat on the other side. Then I got the mauve purple. And this one, it's kind of hard to tell. It's a gray, but it's almost got a greenish tint to it. So that I got on that. And so those are the items that I got from today's shipment. Now, one of the items I got was magnets. And why did I buy the 2 magnets you see there? Well, my purchase before was for their magnetic board. And it's a good size board. You can see here it's pretty much, it's 12. And then it's 10 inches the other way. Now, it comes with 2 magnets. And I will tell you, these magnets are crazy strong. So I compare them with magnets I had, which are strong enough. But the little bitty ones really hold your paper well. And so I wanted 2 more of those. This board is great if you want to do embossing or if you want to do your inking. It even has a soft side if you want to do stamping and have a little bit of cushion to it. Now, my one holdback on this board, And my one, I don't want to say criticism, but thing I wish they had done differently. I wish they had not called it a magnetic board, because there is nothing magnetic about this board. I could hold my dies up to it all day long and they would not stick. What this is a magnetic friendly metal board. So you can use your magnets with it, and they stick very well, and it gives you a coated surface that washes off nicely, but it in itself, as far as I know, is not magnetic. Now, on the good side, it's got your centimeters, your millimeters, it's got the inches, nice bowed lines that are easy to see, so I really do like that part. One other thing I like is across the bottom, you'll see you start at 1 and you go over to 12. But on the top, you will see that it has a 0 in the middle and then has 1 and 1 on each side and so forth. Now my Tonic black glass mat does the same thing. This allows you to center your cards so that you can measure your cards out better. So on that, very good. And if you don't have room for the big glass mat, it does give you an alternative to that you might really like. Okay, so let's move on from the Tonic order. So the next thing is, I've ordered stuff from Create and Craft and had quite a time getting my products. One of my products I ordered was the Sheena USB 3. 6 weeks later, I still had not gotten Sheena USB 3. And they require at least 20 postal days before they'll consider doing a refund. So I'd been in communication with them because I hadn't gotten it yet. Well, they did a refund, so I'll give them that. And on day 26, postal 26, I received a package that said it was going to be my Sheena. And I was so excited because they had told me they were out of it. I opened it up, and this is what was inside. It is not Sheena at all. I've never heard of these people outside of their show, and I don't normally do little 3D birdies and butterflies and things, but I was curious, and so I figured at this point it's mine. I'm not going to ship it back. I went ahead and looked through the book that it has, and it is a regular, like I said, a USB inside. I've started doing more and more USBs for the sake of space, and so you see the USB there and the little book. Now, I wanted to do this. They call that one a stencil. It did not do so well on my brother Scan and Cut. Basically, when I went to peel it off, it kind of shredded, so I'll have to work on that. I tried 2 different stencil materials, and it just, I think you need something really thick for it. But there are very nice projects in it. There's also where you can just build the flowers. These are the birdies you saw on the cover, a pillow box, and several other. There's about 20 different pages. Now, this really caught my eye. These were animal gift bags. Very cute, I thought. So I might have to try one of those. So what I did was I made the ducky. And here is my ducky that I made. Isn't he cute? This has the acetate here so that if you had candy or a present inside, they could see a little peek of it. And it could carry this way. It has little sides on it, reinforced on the bottom and everything. And so you could even do googly eyes if you didn't want to build the eyes. I did ink it some to give it some extra color and dimension. So I thought this was adorable. It did take me a while to make, but I look forward to trying some of the other birdies. Wish there were other animals, but with it being a bird and butterfly set, it's not surprising that there wasn't a frog or anything. So I do recommend this disc if you like butterflies, birds, and blossoms and have a cutting machine where you can cut SVG files. There were also some papers you could print. I haven't tried one yet. One example of that, I believe, is this really pretty birdhouse here. And I think that's done with the papers you can print out. Like I said, I haven't really tried that yet. I've only done the one project and tried the one stencil. But it does have papers and things that you could try. and various other, oh, I think this is done with some of the papers, so pretty on that. There were some different wall hangings and things. So either way, that is Cutting Craftorium USB. And while it is nice, it was not worth what my Sheena disc would have been. So I still wish I had my Sheena disc. Anyway, so the other thing that I got from them the very next day was an item I had also waited 20-something days for. And it is my Debbi Moore USB. And it is the Peony Debbi Moore USB. And I've only recently gotten into Debbi Moore's products. And I'm really enjoying that. Like I said, looking for different ways to make things that don't necessarily require that I have a lot of room for them. So when you get this DVD, this is basically how it will come to you. Nothing fancy. It comes in a little sleeve like this, was inside a little plastic bag. And then the disc, the little USB drive was in there, which it looks like this. So here's the USB drive, and this is Peony Dreams. And peonies look similar to the wide open kind of roses. So, and this is done in pinks and purples. There's some different colorways within it. I really recommend if you can swing the CD or the DVD that you get that, because you get more options. There were envelopes and things. It also came with some of her Print Magic, which from what I can tell, her Print Magic is an embossing powder. You have to have heat for it, but it has a lot of sparkle and sometimes it has color to it. I haven't tried it yet, but that's the impression I've gotten from it. So you would treat it the same way. So on that USB, I have had a chance to make a couple other products, and here is one of them. So I made this one. And the other one I made from that is I made this birthday card from it. And it's when you are printing from these kits, it's kind of up to you to figure out the best way to add some dimension and interest to it. You can add full, you can add shine, you can add some sparkle, you can add beads and things. So I've tried to do some of that. Now the other thing is, on her site, you can just outright buy downloadable files. Sometimes she's even got freebies. And if you watch Debbi Moore Designs on Facebook on Thursdays, she gives away a kit. Gives you a code to go find a kit on her site, and it's absolutely free. It's approximately $18 value, and it would give you a chance to try out her products in addition to a couple that might be free that you find on her site. So out of those, I have made this rose project was free. Very pretty on it. Then one of the kits that I got free from her show was a little sunflower. It had sunflowers. Oh, no, Gerber daisies. And so this was one of those in the yellow. So I did it. And it is done basically in a layering. I forget. These are pier mount style. Then another one from her is this cute little bear. And then I paid for this. It was 69 cents for a peacock set. I think so. Either that or this was one of the free ones. Peacock set. Very cute on it with the peacock. And then I added the jewels to kind of give it some style on that. So that is the Debbi Moore products. They have good deals on it on their site. She'll run specials and things. Sometimes they're on Create and Craft for a decent deal. But you may want to grab one and try that out. I can't speak highly enough for her product. She offers different papers that you can print them out on. They're printable either in glossy or matte. I have not gotten it yet. I've got that where I'm ordered it. So what I have printed them on is a paper that I got from Create and Craft from a company called Craftsuprint. And this is Bob's silk paper. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. This is Bob's Craftsuprint. It's approximately $25. You get 250 sheets. And this has, I don't want to say it's shiny, but it's almost like a satiny, smooth, silky texture to it. So it is extremely smooth to the touch. It gives your cards a little more of a professional feel than just a plain cardstock. And it came with 15 freebies. And these are some of the freebies I got from them, either from this or a different purchase. And these make big cards though, so I will tell you, these are not little bitty cards. You're going to be making 8-inch or more in most cases cards on these. They are almost always some form of decoupage, is what he seems to have for the the Craftsuprint. Craftsuprint has lots of artists that contributes to their site, and you can buy big sets of them through Create and Craft, which I've recently ordered one. I just haven't gotten it. So let's say, for example, this cute little hippo one here. This is the card it makes. So I did make this card with that. You can see there's a little bit of dimension on there. Then another one that was on this set is the little dinosaur. And the dinosaur is done with paper piecing. And so you can see here where I put the dinosaur together. It did make a smaller card, but that's the dinosaur. Then there was these cute little birdies in the birdhouse. And this one's done with little corner pieces and a couple pieces in the center. So this is it. And you can see, compared to the 8.5 by 11 there, that this is pretty good sized. Then another one I did based on free files I got from him. This is Butterfly Lily Pad. And I think you can get some free directly from the Craftsuprint. They'll have a link to where you can try some out free. This is a little parrot one for Hope You're Feeling Better that they had on there. This one was also one of the ones I got, and I thought it was really pretty. And this is pretty indicative to some of the kits you would get from Create and Craft on the Craftsuprint examples. So that is basically an example of that and showing you the paper. So I wanted to show you all that. Next up, also from Create and Craft, and this company is apparently either owned by them or managed by them, but this is Tattered Lace. And I think Tattered Lace has been around quite a while. I don't know if they've always been part of Create and Craft, but I wanted to try their magazine. They had this one for less than $1, so you couldn't hardly beat that. My only thing with theirs is it comes with one die, which you can see here. Here's the die. Well, actually, it does a little leaf and then the wreath kind of thing. And then it has a few stamps. And you may still be able to get this issue 77. It is not a current issue. It's a few months old, but not too bad. But there are some of the stamps. But this die is really only for cutting out the charisma, is what they call the color pictures that are within this magazine, or that you download. You can download additional and print them out if you run out of the ones in the magazine. What I have a problem with magazines is when you've got a nice big magazine and they are not based on your freebies, they are based on things that you have to go purchase. So it's nice, it gives you ideas, but I'm not able to duplicate them, although it does give me ideas for some different card styles. There is paper you can download, as I said. And so you see here, this is one that is cut with the dies. This is the die you cut it with, so it gives you an idea on the size on that. This is what you can make with it. So I've made this card here. Because it cuts in and around, it does give it a little dimension, and then I added some drops to it to add a little sparkle. here and here and added some silver for the outline. Then I also did, this one is a slimline using the same die. I did add some butterflies that I had from another source and the flower, but the rest of it's all for the magazine, and added some full paper, glitter paper to give it some pizzazz. And then this is one of the stamps it comes with that I added to the middle. So that is the Tattered Lace magazine. And so you can see here's some different cards. It's mainly promoting this ocean set and also a cooking and in the kitchen set. But I like it, and actually I thought the paper in it wasn't too bad, although I went ahead and printed out the paper so I wouldn't mess up the originals. Alright, next up is a Tonic product, and I actually got this in two different parts. One part of it I got from Tonic in a special purchase, group purchase, and the other one I got from Create and Craft in a special group purchase. And so you have the big dies here. These are Verso dies, and these are pretty good sized. If you see there, compared to my hand, pretty good size. Lots of dies within it, 6 within it. And then you see this one has Welcome to the World along with a little baby paraphernalia there. And the way these work is in that shape. I got a 3 set from Tonic that was one of their Tuesday, Wednesday die specials. And it is in the same shape where instead of the balloon, you can do It's a Boy, It's a Girl. Then there is a birthday sentiment one. And the birthday one, it has the oval centers. And so then it has It's Party Time and Hip Hooray. And you can still get these from Tonic's site, both parts of this. And these are done in layers. And the last one, it's a love one. It happens to have anniversary here. But on the other alternatives, it has on your special day, like for a wedding, and always and forever for love or Valentine's. So that is what those have for the dies. What I have, I've made 2 cards from it. This was my first one done with the birthday one. I did a multitude of kind of spring colors on it in the layers. And I did a mirror background for it to give it a little pizzazz. And then I saw an example that inspired me, and I had to try to figure out how to do the dies correctly because I did not. On this is all little piece, little piece, little piece bumped up against each other on the dies. But when I saw the example, everything was layered up with dimension to it. So I figured out how to do that, and this is what it produced. You will see that there are definitely clear where there are layers of depth. And I did a gray background because of it being pink, pearlescent there. And then a white pearlescent for the front. And so this one is Welcome to the World, baby one, very adorable. And these are 5x7 cards. Alright, so the next thing I have to show you is another USB that I got, and this one came from Hunkydory, and they still sell this as far as I know. This is Hunkydory At Home USB Kit number 7. And it's got approximately, you can see there all the different sets that are in it. There are concept cards in addition to the regular toppers and background papers and everything, along with, I don't remember there being envelopes, so I'll have to make envelopes or card boxes in most cases. But it did have lots of different toppers. It had trims. It had accessory pieces on those. And so here are some of the cards I made. That is from one of them. And then today I made a best friends one here. It's got the pearls and things, and it's got different layers. Very pretty. And then I tried 2 of the concept cards. This was one. Let's see if you can see. Little concept card. That's from the boutique set, and it stands up on a table like that. And you could probably put some acetate in if you want. Then the last one, and I couldn't quite get this to to stand up. I don't know if I should have done these pieces long ways or what, but this is meant to be a rocker card. It's just not wanting to stand up, so it's just too thin. So I'll have to work on maybe how to do that next time. The directions were kind of marginal. I wish they were a little more explanatory as to how you put that together. They were not. Which is a little disappointing, but that is what it is. Okay, so then this, and these are printed on the paper I was telling you about from Bob's silk paper there. This is one of the others from the set. And then this is the background paper you can use, and the second background paper you can use with it. And then I've been trying some new things. This is Glossy. Let's see here. This I got from Hobby Lobby. I went looking for it. Glossy Accents by Ranger. And it gives things a glossy finish. And so I don't know, this has had time to dry. I don't know if you can see, but you can see there now that's glossy. And then this one is more like just a light coating. But I did a regular glossy finish on that. And now when I cut that out, that'll give it a totally different look. So that is off of the at-home USB Hunkydory. So I appreciate you joining me. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the different things. It gives you an idea of some of what's out there and what you might be interested in before you buy it. It lets you see what it is up close. And I appreciate you coming. And be sure to tell your friends, like, and share. I know there's not that many of you, but I'm hoping to grow. And, if we grow up past a certain point, then I'll probably start doing some giveaways of some extra items that I've gotten. So be sure to like and share, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.